Hello, my name is Nicholas. Today we are talking about designing payment flows Nigerians trust. There are a lot of payment platforms now. Flutterwave, Paystack, Pay, Pay, VLD. I think Dojanam is becoming one. What's it called again? Fincra. There is Fintaba. So there are so many of them. Now today's topic really, I think I've forgotten where I was discussing something around this, and I said, okay, this is what I'm going to talk about today on my audio episode channel. Now, designing a payment flow, for Nigerians is how do I explain this? I've learned a lot because I think it's more psychological than actually whole programming. For example, here's a huge or how do I say this now? Here's a huge lesson I've learned, right? Nigerians do not like subscription, especially any subscription that has to tie their card down, and especially if it's a platform they don't know. If they don't know that platform and you're telling them to put in their card, save their card, and money will be deducted at a certain period every month or maybe weekly or even if it's yearly, it will be very hard to get people to use your platform. Very, very difficult. They don't trust the fact that they can just put their card there and you'll be deducting money from their account. However, one thing I have learned the most is there is nothing that would give you huge returns on your marketing or your website or your platform or your app than bank transfer. And I feel like the reason why Nigerians love back transfer is because it gives them the authority, it gives them the control. They are in control of whether to send money to you or not. You cannot just randomly deduct money from their card. One of my projects, I set it up in such a way by after they have filled the form, they are going to pay using their card if they want to subscribe to the subscription. To be honest, it was a failure because most of them they'll fill the form, but they are not going to make the payment, which is the final step. They'll fill the form, but they don't make payment. They'll fill the form, no payment. And I was worried and I was asking, what's the issue? So I kept on calling them and I'll call some of them. They'll tell me they don't have a card, but I just know that they are lying in a way, from the way they speak. With the arrogance in their voice, I just know that this person is lying. They do it can tell me you don't have a card, especially in 2025. And I had to dig deep because that's the tape, right? If you call your customers to find out information, in most cases you need to dig deeper to figure out why are they not doing what you think they should do. Because 100% of them that fill that form is a lengthy form. They really want to participate in what my service is offering. They really do. But just the fact that they have to submit their card for subscription was a problem. So I dug deeper, asked a bunch of them that had that pattern. The same thing kept coming back, which was they don't want to put their card there. They don't trust the platform yet. They don't know what you can do. Not they will wake up one day and 50,000 is deducted for no reason, and they'll be the ones running up and down, going to the banks and all. And I thought about it for a while. The truth is, I wanted the card to be there so that I'm sure that they are going to be willing to make the subsequent payments. So what I now noticed on the other end that tipped the that tipped the decision for me was I now noticed that um the people that actually put in their card, when the month ended, there was nobody in their card. It was showing insufficient funds. So I had to reach out and I figured out after digging deeper as usual that the card they are put is like a card they don't really care about, that they can just fund money to, nothing is going to happen crazy. It's not really their main card if they pay with the pack, right? And I said that there was no point. Obviously, there was no point to it. So what I now did was I created a notification system and I made it possible for them to do transfer using back transfer for subscription. So instead of them putting their card, they can pay via back transfer. And after the 30 days, it notifies them to continue to make payment via back transfer. And to be honest, it was a success. So immediately I had done that, I now integrated my platform into WhatsApp using a Meta app. Then I now sent each and every one of those people that filled the form previously in the past that they can now pay via bank transfer. And that also was a success. So it was a game changer for me in my business because almost all of them, they love the fact that if not, I think all of them, even till today, they love the fact that they can now pay via bank transfer and they have control of making those payments rather than it being taken away from them by putting in their card. And it just went on. People just kept on paying for the service as they're using the service. So, like I said in my past audios, right, most times I would only tell you from my own experience because I am a developer, I'm also an entrepreneur. I built this for myself and I also build for clients. And one thing I have seen that has changed the game in terms of getting money from Nigerians is bank transfer. So designing payment flows Nigerians trust, you always need to incorporate bank transfer. Not only bank transfer from adding it as one of the channels to the payment method. If possible, create a virtual account number for each and every one of your customers and assign those the virtual account numbers to the account and tell them you can have this account, you can send money to this account, you can use the money you send to this account, which is in your wallet, to carry out transactions on the platform. Believe me, there is nothing better than that. And they love it rather than just putting in their card because they feel like their card, you can deduct money from it, which, to be very frank, I don't actually blame them because it does happen. It has even happened to me, where money was deducted from my card and I did not know how or which platform. And I went to the bank. The bank did not even know which platform did the deduction. It just showed web purchase. You see, it's kind of embarrassing that money is deducted from your account and you don't know where the money was deducted from. It just showed web purchase. So it does happen. I don't blame them. But with the back transfer, they have full authority over that transaction. So when you are designing payment flows for Nigerians, I always insist include bank transfer. And that is the whole point of this, or would I say audio say